I feel like the value and impact of the program is really to help create additional advocates for the students, the families, and the communities within the state of Georgia, not to mention the collective EPFP programs across the country.
Well, every time I'm out talking to people, and I talk to people all the time, public education always bubbles up as one of the most critical issues that Georgia's facing. And when you talk about early education and the importance of early education, when you talk about public education and its importance for jobs and the jobs of the future, I don't think you can say strongly enough how important programs like this is to help us understand education policy in the state. To me personally, I'm a researcher, and so I'm the manager of the research division at the Atlanta Regional Commission. So we use a lot of data about poverty, a lot of data about public education, and getting that connection to actually what happens in policymakers' heads and what happens in just policymaking in general is very critical to me, because I can talk about data at a very high level, but then connecting it to actual policies on the ground and actually what's happening in our school systems is just very important. It helps me tell the story better.
I got so much out of the program, it's really difficult to pinpoint one specific item. As an advocate for students being able to have access to high-performing schools that nurture them, have the adequate facilities, the proper technical materials, strong curricula, and caring and nurturing teachers. The EFP program really helped me to understand the various impacts of whether it's policy decisions, whether it's political issues, whether it's budget, all of those different components and how they come together to either help or hinder the process for ensuring that we have access to high-performing schools for our students. Absolutely. I think that the program not only gave myself and my fellows in the cohort a new insight and appreciation for the process, how and what you've heard from a alternate theoretical or school background to the practical application of those challenges and how difficult it is to make a decision between whether it's increasing funding in one particular part of our community or whether it's providing access to athletics or some other arts program and things of that nature. So it really opened our eyes to the difficulties, but it also really, I think, disturbed many of my fellow cohorts in the amount of red tape, and in some cases it was the lack of caring that we seem to get from some of the policymakers regarding caring about our students versus whether it's re-election or whether it's their own personal agendas.
I would absolutely recommend this program to others because public education is so important for everything we're trying to do as a society here in the state of Georgia. Understanding the policies that go behind the decisions in education. We know that early education is important, public education is important, and we know that the jobs of the future are going to require ever more education. And so without getting that grounding, that understanding of how public policy is made in the field of education, it's just critical. It's important for every Georgian to take this. It's different than most leadership development programs because you're actually learning a great deal. You learn about every facet of education, from early education space through the K through 12 system and even into college enrollment and college completion. It really does show you the whole pipeline of, cradle to career.
I think the program is a fantastic, phenomenal program. Dana Rickman did a phenomenal job. I'm honored to be selected as the class spokesperson for graduation this evening. So I will have an opportunity to really bring together a lot of the thoughts and ideas and details that our class put together, or comments that they made throughout the collective experience. And so I'm honored to be able to do that, and I look forward to really now working to advocate on behalf of our students, our families, our communities as an alum of the EPFB program.